Hello everyone. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing well. It is so warm in Lucknow, I can't tell you, but hey, that's how life is. Sometimes nice, sometimes warm, sometimes too cold, sometimes too warm, and hey, that's how. But one thing is certain, and that's that we are preparing for CAT. And that your everyday 9 a.m. Hindu Aeon reading comprehension will be on. Whether the world is going haywire, whether something is happening, it's too hot, too cold. But 9 a.m. we have a date and we're going to be here. All right, let's not waste any time and let's get started with our session. फटाफट शुरू कर देते हैं क्योंकि टाइम का तो कुछ पता ही नहीं चलता है guys. All right, फटाफट शुरू करें. तो guys ध्यान रहे, remember to use Abhi CAT Live when you're subscribing to Unacademy and get your 10% off. Here are some announcements. Okay, so my Telegram channel, guys, you can find by the short link that is Abhi CAT, and you can join this. The channel name is VRC 99.99 Abhilasha and short link Abhi CAT. The best study material is here, guys. Oh, I am live. Okay. So notes for CAT and OMETs are available that are curated under the mentorship of India's top educators. Extensive syllabus coverage contains 15 comprehensive modules, 500 plus most frequently asked questions, chapter-wise practice questions, and tips and strategies for cracking CAT. All you need to do is subscribe now, guys. This is a limited period offer. Do subscribe right away. CAT Iconic is a flagship program for CAT aspirants where you can block your notes right away. It's a limited time offer. Do subscribe. There are many advantages. You will get notes, GDPI award, one-to-one live mentorship, live doubts, test analysis, expert guidance, open house, Discord, and all the plus benefits also. All right, CAT notes story. Here we are. Block your notes now. This is a limited period offer only, guys. So October 21, our market study revealed that we needed some sort of a study material. December, extensive discussions started off. January 22, we handpicked the best experts. February 22, notes 1.0 was ready. Week 1 of March, notes undergo first review. Week 2 of March, second review. Week 3 of March, third review. Week 1 of April, final review. And today, that's 15th of April, guys, notes are being launched. So I'm very excited. I hope you are also equally excited about the launch of the notes. Unacademy Champions League for CAT 2022 stand a chance to win 100% scholarship and amazing prizes. 4 days workshop, then on April 20th onwards, and then the test on 24th of April at 12:30. 120 minutes test, 66 questions. Rank 1 gets a MacBook Air, rank 2 gets an iPhone XR, and ranks 3 to 5 get Apple AirPods. Very exciting, guys. Do participate right away. Kickstart batch for CAT 2024 starts on 16th of April. Okay, Unacademy Ask a Doubt is available on the website and the app, guys. You can ask up to 3 doubts, get solutions in your preferred language, and request a review also. Simply click, crop, and submit your questions. Ask your doubts now, guys. Whether you are enrolled with Unacademy or not, you can still ask your doubts. That's the best thing about our Ask a Doubt feature. All right, here are some words for our article today. बहुत ही प्यारे प्यारे वर्ड्स हैं आज के आर्टिकल में. शुरू करते हैं. Demolition, of course, when you deliberately blow out a building to break it down, that's called demolition. So destruction. Okay, one of the worst acts of destruction or demolition was the destruction of the Bamiyan Buddhas by the Taliban in Afghanistan when they first came to power in the late 1990s. So that was like a demolition. They blasted those Bamiyan Buddhas, which are centuries old statues. Allegation, of course, means accusation. So when you make an allegation, you are accusing someone of having done something or doing something. So allegation. So you make an allegation. Okay, that's how you say it. Adjacent means next to. So my house is adjacent to Mr. Sharma's house. That means my house is next to Mr. Sharma's house. So adjacent, like India is adjacent to Pakistan. On the other side, we've got Bangladesh, and then further Myanmar. And right on top, we've got Nepal also. So adjacent next to. Zeal, of course, is passion, that enthusiasm, that desire to do something, extremely. So that's zeal. Spared, of course, means forgiven. So I have been spared, I have been forgiven, not to do that. Dissemination, of course, means spread. So when you're disseminating information, you're spreading information. So Lord Buddha's children went to China and to other countries to disseminate, and his disciples also, to disseminate Buddhism in those countries. So disseminate, spread. Retaliation is to harm someone in revenge of some act. So somebody gives you a slap, you retaliate by giving them a slap. That's called retaliation, which was something that Gandhiji totally disagreed with. He said, if somebody slaps you on one cheek, offer him your other cheek. No retaliation, no revenge. So retaliation, harming someone in response to some harm. Discreet, of course, is prudent, careful, cautious, somebody who says, hey, let me stop, let me not do this, okay? That's discreet. Someone who's discreet is a person you can share your secrets with. Someone who's indiscreet, you will not be able to share your secrets with. So everybody has that one friend who's very discreet, so you go and tell them everything. While on the other hand, you have that one friend who's very indiscreet and you never tell them any secrets. So you know that. Discreet, very careful, very cautious, very prudent. And then obscene, something is designed to incite lust or depravity is obscene, something that is very disgusting, okay? Designed to incite lust, that's what obscene is. So you don't want to share obscene pictures, obscene videos, obscene movies with little children, and that is why there is something called a censorship rating. You have PG-10, we have PG-12, we have PG-16, we have PG-18 and such like things, okay? So why are movies rated accordingly? So that you don't show obscene stuff accidentally to little children, right? So that's obscene, something that is designed to incite lust or depravity. So here are our words for the day, 9 of them. Demolition, allegation, adjacent. Demolition means destruction, allegation of course is accusation, adjacent means next to, zeal, passion, spared, forgiven, disseminate, spread, retaliate, revenge, discreet, prudent, and obscene, designed to incite lust. That's your words for the day, guys. All right, collective punishment. On MP moved to demolish property of rioters. So on Ram Navami, some procession was taken out, some people rioted, and the rioters or the so-called rioters, their properties have been demolished already. So what is this all about? Let's take a minute and read this article. Very interesting article. All right, the rule of law has a new interpretation in Madhya Pradesh. So law has new interpretation. It is whatever is done by the rulers and requires neither law nor process. So now the law is what? Whoever is the ruler can do whatever they feel like. There is no need for law. There is no need for process. Whoa, we've gone back into dictatorship, or we've gone back into monarchy. I'm the monarch. I said do this, done. Autocracy at its best. The demolition of about 45 pieces of, by the way guys, none of this is my opinion, I'm just reading out the article, okay, and explaining it to you from the perspective of the author, not got anything to do with me, nah, just the author's perspective. So the demolition of about 45 pieces of property, both houses and shops, allegedly belonging to rioters at Khargon a day after a procession to mark Ram Navami, does not appear to be based on any law. So why have they decided to demolish these houses and shops? Just because apparently these belong to the rioters. It is not based on any law. It is undoubtedly an instance of collective punishment for the alleged acts of a few. So it is a case where a lot of people collectively have been punished because some people have done something. There is little doubt that it was a state-backed drive aimed at Muslims. So it is quite certain that it was a government-backed drive which was aimed at harming Muslims. The basis for the action is the allegation that the Hindu procession was targeted by stones as it passed through a lane adjacent to a mosque. So the allegation was that next to a mosque there was a lane and the Ramnavami procession was going through and people pelted stones on that procession. An official spin is sought to be given to the demolition drive. So an official story has been sent out. Remember when I told you fallacies, I taught you about spin doctors. And spin doctors were people who will change a story according to a particular circumstance and put it out into the media. So that is what this official spin, it's not the bowl, it's not Harbhajan spinning at you, it is the spin doctors spinning at their own stories. So official spin has been given that these were encroachments and were removed under existing rules. So the story that's been sent out is that this was encroachment drive. They have removed all these buildings and homes and shops due to encroachment. However, the zeal shown in bringing in bulldozers a day after violence marred the Ramnavami procession indicates. So the day after there was violence on the Ramnavami procession, they brought in bulldozers. This passion, this earnestness, this eagerness indicates that punishing those suspected of involvement was the main motivating factor. So the main reason why they've done it is because they wanted probably to punish the people who are supposedly involved in the stone pelting. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has warned that these rioters would not be spared. Oh, we've got one more bulldozer Baba in now MP. And that action would not be limited to arrest but would extend to recovery of damages from property owned by them. So recovery of the damages would also happen from the property that was owned by the rioters or by the stone pelters. The legal basis is possibly a 2009 order of the Supreme Court. So there is a legal basis. Supreme Court has built out an order permitting the pinning of the blame on organizers of an event if it ends in violence. So if I am organizing an event and it ends in violence, then I am to be blamed and recovering compensation from them against claim. And then I have to pay the claims also, the compensation. However, even that was allowed only after their involvement in the violence was proved, an element clearly absent here. So you have to first prove the involvement in the violence and then only you can be fined or your property can be attached some such way. Okay, but that's clearly not happened here. Hindutva outfits have been for some time now targeting Muslim businesses with calls for boycott. So Hindutva outfits are targeting Muslim businesses by boycotting them, making calls for boycott and dissemination of rumors about their practices. So there is a lot of rumors that are going about, that are being disseminated about practices of Muslims. In the backdrop of an upsurge in calls for violence against Muslims, some with a genocidal tenor. So there is an upsurge, there is an increase in calls for violence against Muslims. That's something very wrong. Some with a genocidal tenor. So there is a tone of genocide. Let's finish all of these people. There is reason to believe that there is a larger agenda behind the various incidents of communal color taking place. So it is probably that there is probably a bigger agenda at work here. So when you are putting a communal color on everything that is happening, probably there is a bigger agenda at work here. And that's for intelligent people now to think what the agenda could be. The objective seems to be, so the author has thought for you also, he doesn't want you to think, he has given you the answer. So the objective seems to be to provoke some sort of retaliation. So the idea is if we do something, that party is going to retaliate so that they can be portrayed as culprits and severe punishment, both legal and extra legal, meted out. So once you do something, the Muslim party retaliates and then you can say, hey, these people are criminals, this is illegal, they have done something illegal, and then you can punish them. So punishment can be meted out, they can be punished. The othering of Muslims is no more discreet. So the saying that ye dusre log hain, this they are others, is no longer done quietly. It is very much in your face now, but is being actively promoted in public and shared. So it is actively promoted in public and shared through social media. So this is something that is happening across media. In some disturbing visuals, so in some very, very bad pictures, disturbing pictures, men appear to be saffron-robed monks are seen handing out death and rape threats. So saffron-robed monks apparently are sending out death threats and rape threats and such like things. The sight of crowds dancing with raised swords and saffron flags outside mosques, even as obscene slogans and provocative songs are being played, has become a defining visual in the Hindutva project. So in this Hindutva project, the idea is that you will have crowds who will have swords and they'll be dancing outside mosques, and provocative and obscene songs and slogans will be raised outside the mosque. This is something that is a visual, that is an ongoing visual in the Hindutva project. The country should not be allowed to be driven towards an atmosphere of communal tension. Guys, that's very important. The author comes out with his thought here that the country cannot or should not be allowed to be driven into this atmosphere of communal tension where two communities are always at loggerheads. And it was never so. It has suddenly become so, with the dash support of the government machinery in several states. So the government machinery is supporting this, is supporting the fact that communal tension may be increased. So that's our article for the day, guys. Like I said, not my opinion, the author's opinion. If you wish to claim something, please go to the Hindu and write to them. Do not send me any of your thoughts. Very interesting article, very heartfelt written, very explicitly written, talks about the heart of the matter, very, very well thought, very well written also. So that's my thought. Yep, what is the main idea of the passage? Muslims are being targeted by Hindutva outfits. Demolition drives are illegal. State-backed demolition drives are illegal. Ram Navami procession attacked by rioters in MP. Good morning, you guys. Let me quickly take a look at all those people. Hey guys, I still have to get my likes for the day. Apparently, जब तक मैं कहती नहीं हूँ, तब तक तुम लोग like करते नहीं हो. तो सारे लोग पहले तो like करो. Good morning, Archit, Amrita, Shubham, Janish, Neeraj, Sharanya, Krishna, Amandeep, Nick, Swaishi, Rohit, Satun, Anjali, Preeti, Neeraj, Jayesh, Technical Legends. बेटा काहे चीज का फिल्टर लगाऊं? मेरी शक्ल ऐसी है, बदलने वाली नहीं है. Excuse me. I'm not going to be changing my face. फिल्टर लगाने से क्या ही हो जाएगा. All right, let's get your answers in. Hit the like button everyone. अभी सिर्फ 23 likes हुए हैं, 24 likes हुए हैं. बाकी लोग के likes कहाँ हैं? Where are the likes? And just for your information, guys, I would like to remind you that my name is hello to my auditors. I hope you remember. My name is Swarup with a UP, not OOP. All right, so the correct answer, let's take a look at our correct answer quickly. So the correct answer, boys and girls, is A, that Muslims are being targeted by Hindutva outfits. Demolition drive, the passage was not really about demolition drive, whether state-backed or whether anyways. Ram Navami procession is attacked by rioters, but that was not the main idea. The main idea is that it is now that Hindutva outfits are supposedly, allegedly targeting Muslims. And that is what we wanted to talk about, or that is what the writer wanted to talk about here. Let's go to the next question. Here you are. Which of the following can be inferred? Supreme Court orders must be followed. There is an increase in violence against Muslims. Muslims are being targeted increasingly as perpetrators of crimes against Hindus. Muslims are being treated as others in India. Morning, Naveen. Legend, I don't know how to put a filter, so sorry. I only know how to put on this face. All right. Waiting for your answers. Which of these can be inferred? Muslims are being treated as others in India, right? This was mentioned in the passage, so cannot be my answer. There is increase in violence against Muslims was mentioned in the passage, so cannot be my answer. Muslims are being targeted increasingly as perpetrators of crimes against Hindus was also mentioned in the passage. So this was also a mentioned fact, guys, so cannot be my answer. So the last one, that Supreme Court orders must be followed, was something that you could have inferred from that place where it said that Supreme Court has ordered something like this. So that was the inference and therefore correct answer. I know this is a very small part of what we were reading, but yes, there was one line which did bring this out, and therefore this is your inference, guys. I know all of you got it wrong. What am I supposed to do? Dhyan se padha karo. All right, next question. Describe the tone of the author in the backdrop of an upsurge in calls for violence against Muslims. See, there's upsurge in calls for violence against Muslims. So it's already mentioned. Some with a genocidal tenor, there is reason to believe that there is a larger agenda behind the various incidents of communal color taking place. Is it factual, amiable, condescending, or opinionated? That's for you, technical legend. Oh, you guys are so cute. Come on, let's get your answers in. Is it factual, amiable, condescending, or opinionated? Yes. In a backdrop of an upsurge in call for violence against Muslims, some with a genocidal tenor, there is reason to believe that there is a larger agenda behind the various incidents of communal color. So writer is giving you his opinion very clearly. Yes, it's not factual, it is not amiable, it is not condescending. Remember, factual ke liye there has to be data. Condescending, you want to insult someone, you want to show that somebody else is not as good as you think they are. So that's condescending. And amiable, of course, is friendly and kind, which is not happening. So here are your options, guys. What is the missing word? The country should not be allowed to be driven towards an atmosphere of communal tension with the dash support of the government machinery in several states. What kind of support are we talking of? Is it serene, obvious, relentless, or tacit? Opinionated इसलिए है harsh because apparently if you read these words, the writer is giving you his thought about it, right? He says that there are some calls for violence. There is an upsurge in the calls because he has not given you the specific data when he says there is an upsurge in calls. So that means it is his opinion. Two, then he says there are some calls with genocidal tenor. Again, What is a genocidal tenor? How will we determine that? So that is also the author's opinion. And then he says you may have reasons to believe. You have reasons to believe. So that is again his opinion. That's why opinionated. Okay. All right. So what kind of support? The support cannot be serene, right? The support cannot be relentless. The support cannot be obvious. The support is tacit. What do I mean by tacit? It is not said, but it is understood. So when I have tacit support from the government in certain states, it is understood that these things will be okay, that you can do these things. You don't need to stop. Okay. Tacit support, something that is hidden, something that is not so clear. Okay. So tacit. So the tacit support of the government machinery. Okay. In several states, not in all the states. All the states don't have a certain government. Okay, so where those states are, there you have the tacit support of the state government machinery also. All right, guys, today we do not have a special class. Today we will only have one class. That's the 5 p.m. Word Power Made Easy class. So the perfection course for Word Power Made Easy, we will do it at 5 p.m. So do make sure you're coming in, guys. Okay. I hope that's fine for you. I hope everybody will join in the Word Power Made Easy course. That's going to be very, very helpful for all of you. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining in. You are the best. Remember to hit like, share, subscribe, and the bell icon. Okay, and also remember, guys, that AbhiCat Live is your referral code. This is the code that you should be using to get 10% off on all Unacademy courses, whether it is CSAT, UPSC, NEET, JEE, banking, SSC, state exams, or CLAT or CAT or anything. If you are preparing for CAT, then of course you will be doing your VRC with me. So that's that. All right, everyone, have a nice day. Thank you so much. You guys rock. Thank you for joining me every morning without fail. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodbye and God bless. I'll see you at 5 today.